Our Game Center Live solution kind of focused on three big things. It had to be HD. So regardless of device, hockey moves really fast, you got a white surface. Having HD live programming became kind of the first big thing. The second is hockey fans are pretty digitally savvy. So with this big change underway, being able to watch things on any kind of device, you need to be able to support where the fans are. So wherever the NHL goes, you're always at home, right? So having programming on tablets, on mobile, on connected devices with all the TV manufacturers, that was kind of our second big thing we needed to do. Probably the third, which has been really important with the activations we've seen around the product, is how fans interact with Game Center Live, and that way you interact around fantasy, around players, around highlights, around live games, around looking at the viewing experience in multiple ways with different camera angles. You know, those were three big things I think has made the product do so well in the marketplace. Well, you remember buffering, right? Which is kind of how all these PC experiences started out years ago. You know, if you don't have enough bandwidth at home, you know, consumers have varied bandwidths. You know, you could sign up for a bandwidth and, you know, your neighborhood, 6 o'clock at night, everybody's on at the same time, and what you signed up for could be less. So one of the ways we've solved that is around this technology called adaptive streaming. And basically what it does is it takes video and breaks it up into little pieces and then ships it out more effectively over the internet. And then regardless of the fans' bandwidth at home, that experience can kind of be regulated between something that could be just an SD experience, or if they have enough bandwidth, could move all the way to HD. But to the eye, there's not a lot of change there as your bandwidth kind of fluctuates at home. That adaptive streaming in HD is really what opened the doors to fans on any devices, because remember, HD became kind of the very first thing you needed to have, and adaptive streaming kind of solves that. Whether you're 3G, 4G, or wireless, I think consumers want to be able to get connected to the NHL. Obviously, if they're within a wireless network, that becomes the most efficient way to do it. If they're not, you know, we're able to deliver good quality experiences on 3G and 4G, and as long as the consumer has an option to pick, you know, that's our goal. NeuLion is we're a broadcaster. You know, we have a platform that allows you to broadcast live television, whether it's live games, linear channels, on-demand content, and produce a quality that's what consumers expect. Again, high quality HD. So there's a seismic change because the IP gives you so many different options of delivering programming to all these devices, interactive experiences that you don't get in kind of a one-way conversation with your television set. So everybody is moving to IP, and NeuLion over the last 6 years has been in a position to enable either content providers or content owners like the NHL, or even distributors, you know, like cable and satellite companies. Either of those parties really want to try to engage IP delivery and create all these new products and services, these multi-screen services like we've talked about with the NHL's 4-screen initiative. And NeuLion's right in the middle of being able to enable either the distributor or the programmer.